Rockford Fosgate Prime R2-300X4 review. Clean 4-channel power that punches above entry level. You've finally upgraded your speakers, connected everything carefully, and the system still sounds flat, muddy, and uninspiring at any volume above a whisper. That Sunday afternoon frustration of turning the dial and hearing your music compress and distort instead of opening up is something car audio enthusiasts know all too well. I was sitting in a parking lot once, genuinely embarrassed by how bad a supposedly improved system sounded compared to what I had imagined it would be. And here is the thing. The speakers were never the real problem. The factory head unit simply did not have the current to drive them properly, and every adjustment just highlighted the gap even more. If that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone in this one. The slow, grinding reality is that underpowered speakers do not just sound mediocre, they sound actively wrong. There is a kind of muffled, airless pressure to the mid-range that makes every song feel smaller than it should. And at higher volumes, you start hearing distortion creep in before the music ever reaches its emotional peak. I tried tweaking EQ settings, swapping cables, and repositioning speakers, and none of it solved the core issue. The factory signal chain was always going to be the ceiling. And that ceiling feels surprisingly low once you start noticing it in every song you care about. There has to be a cleaner and more efficient path to getting real, defined, controlled power to 4 speakers without turning the installation into a complicated multi-amp project that takes over your entire trunk. Then everything changed when I found the Rockford Fosgate Prime R2-300X4. Don't just pick any 4-channel car amplifier. Make sure it has fully variable Butterworth crossovers and clean gain setup, so you never suffer the distortion and muddy low end that ruins every underpowered build again. The R2-300X4 delivers 300 watts RMS total in a compact Class D chassis that genuinely fits under most seats, which means your trunk stays yours. The clean circuitry helps you set gain accurately from the start, removing the guesswork that causes clipping and speaker damage in most budget installs. High-level input capability means it connects directly to a factory radio without additional adapters. The RCA pass-through lets you daisy-chain a subwoofer amplifier later without extra signal splitters. And the crossovers, variable from 50 to 250 Hz, protect your speakers while giving you precise control over how the system sounds. Worth exploring in more detail next. After living with the Rockford Fosgate Prime R2-300X4 daily, the transformation is less dramatic and more like everything finally sounding the way it was always supposed to. A professional installer who regularly recommends this amp described it plainly. It is dependable, easy to tune, and sounds clean, which is exactly what matters in a daily driver build. A car audio influencer who used it in a 4-coaxial setup said it ran cool under the seat and completely changed how the system felt at volume. From an analyst standpoint, the CEA 2006 compliant ratings mean the numbers on the box are verified and honest, which is refreshingly rare at this price point. One verified owner bridged the rear channels onto a pair of 6x9s and said the extra power woke them up completely with no distortion. Now, the honest objection, the per-channel output is modest, and if you are chasing competition-level SPL, this amp will reach its ceiling before you do. For a clean, musical, everyday system, though, it delivers confidently. Imagine driving home with your system finally sounding controlled, clear, and genuinely enjoyable, rather than just louder. The Rockford Fosgate Prime R2-300X4 turns an underpowered, flat-sounding system into something that actually rewards the music you play every day. Thousands of daily drivers and first-time builders already rely on it for clean, efficient 4-channel power that installs without drama. Results may vary depending on speaker sensitivity and source quality. If this sounds like the upgrade your system has been waiting for, the affiliate link is in the description and pinned comment below. Click it, take a closer look, and give your car audio the foundation it deserves. For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.